Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So if you're a fan of a moist and chocolatey cake, you would never want to miss this recipe of this perfectly baked vanilla chocolate cake. So I'll show you how easy it is. So let's start baking. So first step is to mix all the dry ingredients in a bowl, for which I'll be using a sieve to avoid any lumps. So first I've got some flour. This is 2 cups of refined flour. To this I'll be adding in half a teaspoon of baking soda and just 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and we'll just sieve it. And for the wet ingredients, I'll mix it in another bowl. So I'll keep it aside now. So now in a bowl, I'll be adding in some sugar. 1 cup of sugar. This is powdered sugar. You can even use granulated sugar or caster sugar. To this goes 1 cup of curd. Now we'll start whisking it nicely, along with some salt, just a pinch of salt. Now this step is crucial. We just need to mix it very nicely. There shouldn't be any lumps. So curd and sugar is mixed nicely. At this stage I'll be adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1/4 cup of oil. Now mix it all together again nicely. All the ingredients should be combined well. So we've got a nice wet mixture now. At this stage I'll combine my dry and wet ingredients. Just add half of it and mix it all nicely. So I've added half of the mixture just to avoid any lumps. Just mix it all nicely. So after mixing it, I'll be adding in other half of the mixture. Now mix it nicely. Just keep on folding it with the wet mixture. Both dry and wet mixture should be combined very well. After mixing the mixture, you should get a thick consistency like this, without any lumps. Now we'll transfer the mixture in a mold. So I've got a round mold here, and I'll grease it with some butter and flour. Grease it from all the corners. Now just dust some refined flour. Just cover it all through. We don't need the excess flour, just remove it. So I've got a nice greased mold. I'll start pouring in my mixture. So if you're getting a thicker consistency than this, you can just add in 1 tablespoon of milk to get the proper consistency. Just tap it nicely to avoid any air bubbles. And now this mixture is going in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 35 to 40 minutes. And remember to preheat your oven for 15 minutes. So after 40 minutes, my cake is nicely baked. Just let it cool down for around 10 to 15 minutes. Don't touch it. You can see the color. After 15 minutes, my cake has completely cooled down. I'll just scrape it with the help of a knife from the corners, so that it doesn't stick from the corners. And then I'll demold it. So I'll use a bowl to demold it. I'll just unlock it. This will come out easily. So you can see the cake is cooked from all the corners perfectly. So I'll use a plate to flip it. Now I'll use a chopping board to flip it, because I'll be using this chopping board to cut my cake. So before cutting it, remember your chopping board should be stuck on one place, for which I've used a wet napkin at the bottom. You can see this will help my chopping board to be stuck. I'll be using a bread knife to cut it. Be patient, take your time. It should come out even. The cake is very soft, so be careful. So I'll transfer my top layer on a plate and keep it aside. So you can even apply some sugar syrup on the cake, but I won't because my cake is already so moist. So I've got some heavy cream here, about 250 ml, and this is already sweetened cream, so I won't add any sugar. I'll start whipping it on a low speed first. Just keep on increasing the speed, and my whipped cream is ready. You can see the soft peaks. This is the right consistency. So it's time to top our cake with it. So I like to be quite generous with my cream. So I'll be topping my cake with a lot of cream. So I've got a pellet knife here. I'll spread it with it. You can even use spatula for it, or any ladle. Just try to be even. I'll add some more cream. Now it's absolutely your choice how much cream you want in your cake, but I like to be quite generous. So spread my whipped cream nicely. It's time to add the top layer. Just press it a little. So we'll top our cake with some chocolate ganache. So let's start making it. I've got 150 grams of dark chocolate here, and I'm roughly chopping it. So I've transferred my chocolate in a bowl. I'll also add in 20 grams of butter just to bring that shine in the ganache. So I've got 250 ml of heavy cream here, and I'm gonna start heating it on a very low heat. And we'll pour this cream on the chocolate, which will help the chocolate to melt. So you can even use double boiler method for it, in which you can melt the chocolate on a saucepan filled with some water. But I like this method. Just keep on stirring it on a very low heat. So my cream has got a nice boil now. It's time to pour it on the chocolate. Just pour all the hot cream on the chocolate and butter, and just let it rest for 5 minutes. Don't touch it. So after 5 minutes, with the help of a spatula or a spoon, start stirring it. You'll notice a change in color. So I've used a little bit more quantity of cream for this recipe because I want that runny texture of our ganache. Just keep on stirring it for 2 minutes. So our ganache is ready. Just let it rest for around 10 minutes to let it cool down. Then we'll pour it on the cake. Just pour the ganache on the cake from a height. Make sure to cover all the corners. This looks delicious. Just top it with some chocolate shavings. This is just dark chocolate which I've grated with a normal grater. Spread it all over and our cake is ready. Just let me know in the comment section how does it looks.